second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Tailback takes the handoff again. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage. Run plays.
The Beavers lining up here on 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. He's looking deep here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
Rush it out for the offense. First down. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And there's the handoff. Fights off a defender. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And now the running back's got it again. Physical run earns the first down.
Well, right now this defense seems to be sitting back worried about the pass game. They better cheat a safety down, have an extra guy down in the box to help against this run game because they are getting ripped apart up front.
That's an important first down on that running play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a quarterback keeper. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
The Bulls are going to cash in this red zone trip. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Ball handed off. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Bulls. That's a test of toughness and a test of will, and the running back won that battle.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get their knees up and run through those potential arm tackles. So it makes them one of the top backs in the country.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's when they'll start the drive. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And they'll run it with the draw play.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now it's second down here. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Try to catch the defense with the draw. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. And the Beavers will line up on 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Wallace. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Got to make it with a quarterback sneak. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Motion now from the tight end. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon State. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it for college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Point after, knocked right through. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. He'll call for the fair catch here. The USF offense is back out there now. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Breaking free at the 35. And that is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the 1st half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Running back has it on the screen now. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a 1st down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall. And it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Christine, on the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He eludes the rush. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out and keep him to a short gain.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets made on the out route. So he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
The Bulls starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Running through the tackle. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
And every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out into the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
They convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Parks. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Ball back at the 6 for second and goal off that loss. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he finds his tight end for the catch. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Oregon State's offense trots back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. That completion makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's the throw deep downfield. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. The pocket breaking down. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So with only a few seconds left before halftime, out comes the field goal unit, trying to tie this game up before the break. The kick is short, and now he's going to try to make something happen here. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Beavers will kick this away to start the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more of the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
First and 10 now for the offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down after that previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. The back's got him on the pitch. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Could just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
After missing a field goal on their last drive, they got to produce something here on third down to even get into field goal range. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Here's the second down play. Send the back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And the Beavers come to the line with first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And that run produces a decent gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. It's QB sneak. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's four-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Beavers. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Handoff heading left. He's found some room at the 45. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
They're going to run it here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Back's got it again. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
What really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Goal line formation for the defense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USF.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. There's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. Oregon State's offense trots back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
First down and 10. The RPO caught to the right. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Passes the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They're going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. An inside deal now from the shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. And he'll set up to throw. Tight end makes the grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Man, there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Bulls with 1st and 10 here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Aiming for the end zone. He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up 1st and goal.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. And gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that 1st down.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Bulls. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this 2nd half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
But they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Nowhere to run up the middle. Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's a quick grab. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
They moved the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. The Bulls will bring their punt team onto the field. Hunter comes out for the 1st time today, looking to pin him back. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Oregon State's offense trots back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the 1st play. Let's see if they can do better here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Looking to pass here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
4th down, look at the throw for it. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The Bulls line up with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
They'll try to add the lead now with PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Running out of time in the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Important 2nd down play coming up. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. The Beavers looking to run some tempo here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Gets the ball off as it is hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
It's an option look. Pitch to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the 1st down. A well-executed option play.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right,
Maybe this is something.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason.
Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. So bad plays on first and second down puts them in a tough spot here. Third and very long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Almost intercepted again. This defense flying around today. Almost had a fourth pick.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's third down. He's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Contact as he threw it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
The USF offense is back out there now. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the offense will just take a knee. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.